Drop the calorie deficit talk. That's elementary school math. It can't touch the real truth of weight management. Throw away the scale. Stop staring at the fat. What's wrapped inside that spare tire is a lot more than just overeating. Think about the journey to the West. The Monkey King sees a demon. Pixie sees a beautiful woman. The monk sees a soul in need of saving. Same figure, three completely different realities. That wall around your waist is no different. It's every grievance, every anxiety, every desire you couldn't hold it together, solidified into physical form. The form is an illusion, but it has a history. The same 30 pounds can have different origins. One person eats sugar out of habit. Another uses sugar to survive an emotional collapse. On the surface, both look like a lack of self-control. At the root, two entire different problems. For some, fat comes from fear. They yelled at work, swallowed their pride at home, and can't hold up under the weight of their own life. The body kicks into survival mode. Hoarding fat, building a buffer against the world. Every swallow is the bed of cheap security. That soft, sagging skin is the rubble of a collapsed inner life. For others, the root is emptiness. Life feels flat. Purpose is missing. So the brain goes straight to the food for pleasure. That dopamine spike creates a feeling of fullness. But it's false. Your stomach isn't hungry. Your life just isn't giving you enough. Then there's the most hidden type, numbness. Treating the body like a business tool. Eating is just networking. Sleep is wasted time, and this fat is the full system shut down from running on zero awareness. Do you think you justified? No. That's evidence you've been living out of alignment. So why does almost everyone gain in the back? Because the motivation is hollow. Losing weight for other people means chasing a version of yourself that lives in their heads. That drive is borrowed and fragile. The moment validation stops, discipline snaps, and you eat your way back with interest. Others try to preserve their 30-year-old body forever, but the past can't be recovered. The present is already sleeping. The harder you grip a perfect version of yourself, the more anxious you become. You are not here to battle your own body. What stays in is outlined in the mirror. That changes, ages, and fades. What actually stays is clarity. Because even with a six-pack, if you can't step out of that attachment to results, you'll still be exhausted. So where's the real way out? During my year running my own business in equipment exports, I noticed something. The human body operates on exactly the same principles as a factory production line. In material forming, there's one process at a core: extruding. Feed raw material in, apply heat and pressure, and it takes shape out of the other end. Block the exit, and the material builds up inside, overheating, degrading, turning to waste. The body works the same way. Ultra-processed food, toxic emotions, anger you never release. That's all raw material. No process to push it out. It sits there, spoils, and piles up. That's your fat. Weight management isn't about eating less. It's about getting this machine running again. First, know your material. If you are rigid and hold your position hard, you need high-intensity output to break through. Kettlebells, compound lifts, HIIT, pair it with whole grains and quality protein for a stable bone. If you overthink and burn out internally, don't rush. Build a habit with steady-state cardio. Manage blood sugars through diet. Cut what sends your mood swinging. Get the mind clear. The body follows. Once you are clear, know where the energy goes. The shape of the final product depends on the die, the exit mode. Same raw materials, different mood, completely different output. Find something you are genuinely invested in and push your energy outward. When you are putting something real into the world, the excess gets converted. No start. Last and most overlooked, clean out the residue. Like a single screw extruder takes passive pressure and let material rot in the dead zones. But a twin screw extruder and self-cleans as it runs. Do the same. Release resentment before it ferments. Clear the old grudge on the regular cycle. Don't let residue block every exit. When this machine runs clean, everything changes. Stop letting a number on a scale pulls you around. When there's nothing lodged in the way, the body stops holding onto what it doesn't need. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to become someone else. Just show up for each set, each rep, each session. Build yourself into someone who is genuinely enough. That lighter, freer version of yourself will show up on its own.